So, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Thank you to everybody in the chat room telling me to hurry up. I'm already here. I'm back. Baku again. We're going back to Baku. The boys have flown out today. We're saved. Mustafi's flown. Jenkinson has flown. We're saved. We're going to win it. Jenkinson winner in stoppage time. Why have you taken forever to upload? I'm here now, man. Don't worry. I'm late today. Yes, I am late today. Apologies to everybody who has been waiting. Obviously, I normally do this between either 4:30 and 5 o'clock. I've had a couple of things to do. Big up Mohammed from Senegal. Thank you, mate. VP, I hope you're safe. I know you've got hurricanes and all that still. Houses blowing down and all that. So keep yourself safe, bruv. Big up everybody in the chat room so far. Caught you live for once. Cheers, Cliff. Normally, you're probably working, bruv. Do you think Torreira will go to Boca Juniors? Probably one day, mate. Not now. I don't think that's the thing that would be happening for him right now. It's too early in his career. He's still a kid, man. Watching from Montenegro. Thank you very much, Elijah. Afternoon, Brandon. Afternoon, everybody. Right. Obviously, we've seen that the team have flown out to Baku. It's now happening. It now feels like we're so close now. It's dragged. I must admit, it is properly dragged. I don't know why the Premier League rushed and finished the season off 2 weeks before any other league. I don't get it. They could have strung it out instead of midweek weekend, but they didn't. That's what they wanted to do. Watching from Italy. Thank you, mate. Decent. Afternoon, everybody in the chat room. Over 150 people. Please put a like on the video and more people will get to see it. Am I into cricket? Not really. I get asked that question every day, to be honest. Ramsey going to Everton or Wolves in one season. Do you know what? I actually reckon he'll probably end up at Everton in about 3 years, mate. Right. But yeah, the boys have flown out. Reality is kicking in. We're so close now. Obviously, we've got the playoff final on Monday. Good luck to Derby and Villa. Massive payday. But Lee having a shocker here, not noticing me. Acid, my guy in the chat. But yeah, we're flown out. Danny Welbeck's gone. Mustafi's there. Jenkinson's gone. Pretty much everyone's gone other than Mickey, let's be real. But we're now there. We're going. It's real. It's a reality. I'm just gutted that I'm not going. I'm not going to be able to be there and be part of it. Desperately wanted to go. All the people asking me, no, I'm not going. Unfortunately, I have not got nearly $2,500 sat around to spend on flights and accommodation. But Trinian Lee, please give me some love. I got my final exams tomorrow. Wish me luck, bruv. Good luck, mate. Hope you pass. Where am I? I'm at a friend's house in his back garden right now. But yeah, we're going. Big up everyone who's going to make the trek to go to Baku. I know the hardship they've gone through to get there. Double the price of a season ticket to go to Baku. So everyone who is going, respect to every single one of them. I know a lot of people from Kuwait and Dubai, places like that are a lot easier to get to Azerbaijan, that don't really get to go to games because of where they live. They're actually going to be going, so fair play to them. They're going to be able to witness a final. They're going to be able to see the boys live, and hopefully we have a lot more fans in the stadium than the apparent 4,000 that we've sold. Chelsea have apparently only sold about 700. I don't know whether I believe that, if I'm being honest, but it wouldn't surprise me. Obviously, they've had a lot of success in recent years. They're probably going to swerve this one. I know that a lot of people have had problems. If you're American, whether you're an Arsenal American or a Chelsea American, you're getting straight rejected for a visa. Obviously, if you've got any connection to Armenia, that's a straight no. So it's been hard work. Fair play to everyone who can actually justify spending that sort of money and the trek to go down there. I won't. I'll be doing a live stream on AFTV, a live watch along. I'll be doing that on the night, obviously. We'll be taking questions during the game as well. Half-time, full-time, etc. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But one other thing I wanted to speak about as well, before I just go on to how I think the final will go, is congratulations to Callum Chambers, who actually won Fulham's Player of the Season. Underrated. I don't think he is good enough to play for Arsenal. That's just my opinion. I'm not having a barbecue chick. I'm just having a couple of drinks, mate. But yeah, big up Callum Chambers. Listen, they got relegated. They've been rubbish this season. We slapped 9 goals past them over 2 games. But yeah, Callum Chambers, an Arsenal loanee to Fulham, won their player of the season. So you can't knock that. I thought he was pretty decent for them. Although, like I said, I don't think he can make that step up to Arsenal. But that's just my opinion. I don't think that he's good enough. I think that we should cut ties with him. And yeah, that's just how I feel about it. So big up Paul Kungu. Thank you very much for that, my friend. What's your dream sign-in? Cheers from Melbourne, Australia, man. I swear, so many people follow me from Australia. If you're new and from Australia, my auntie lived in Perth for 25 years. But yeah, man, lovely place. I've never been there, but the pictures, the stories my auntie told me, I need to come to Australia at some point in the future. It's just a 24-hour flight to get there, man. It's just a killer. But yeah, I think the final is going to go all right. You know, I think we're going to win. What's my dream signing? Sorry, I didn't answer your question, did I, Paul? My dream signing would be, I'd have to go with Koulibaly, if I'm being completely honest. I think that he could give us what Van Dijk has given Liverpool. And I think that although he didn't look that great over the 2 legs against Napoli, I thought we made him look like, you know, the Senegalese Titus Bramble at times. You know, especially first leg, I thought he was shocking. Own goal that deflected him from Torreira. Out of his depth at times against our intensity. But I don't think that was necessarily Koulibaly's fault. I think that the defenders around him don't help. And I suppose you could say the same about Koscielny over the years. I did my transfer video this morning. You can check that out. Koscielny's linked with a move away to Leverkusen. And I said that the same. He's a good defender. The only decent partner he's had over the years he's been with us is probably Mertesacker. The rest of them have been pretty shoddy, haven't they? So, nice beard. Mate, it's taken me about a month and it's getting shaved tomorrow. It's itchy, man. But yeah, Koulibaly for me would probably be the dream sign-in. Let's answer some of these questions. The video's laggy. Is it really? Is it actually lagging? I'm on really strong Wi-Fi, man. Watching from Jamaica. Thank you, Anonymous. Right. Kuwat Edan T. I hope I've pronounced your name right, my friend. Thank you very much for your donation as well. Good job, Lee. Keep these videos coming, son. Dante. Thank you, mate. What, Dante the player? The defender? If that is the question, then yeah. Leo, I've got a spare ticket. We're going to drive all the way to Baku. Bruv, seriously, put the weed down. Nice hair. Nah, man, my hairline goes back to the Invincible era. Don't worry about that. Seriously, mate. Every time I get a haircut, it's like, rah, I've lost another inch on my flipping hairline. It's not a 4-head, it's a 5-head. 3 at the back or 2 at the back in Baku, says Nassim. I'd go 3 at the back. I think that we play better with 3 at the back, especially with wear a wig. I'm not Stan Kroenke, Lewis. I think we play better with a 3 at the back, and I think that it gives less pressure to the centre backs. And I think that if Chelsea have got a couple of injuries, I think that Chelsea are going to be without obviously Hudson-Odoi's out injured. Who's the other one that got injured the other day? His name escapes me. I can't remember his name now. It's gone. English international, young kid. Can't remember his name. Gaming Central's back in the chat. Right, let me go and block him. Let me go and find him. Can't find him. I'm sure he'll make himself known again in a minute. Loftus-Cheek, that's it. Thank you for that, Pramod. Yeah, Loftus-Cheek's out injured. So, yeah, and I am on the beer for everyone asking. Thank you. But, yeah, Loftus-Cheek's a big miss to them. He's played very well for them in the games that he's played. Kante is back in training. So whether he starts or not, I'm not so sure, but I do think he probably will. Although, in my opinion, being out for a little while, no games, just light training that everyone's been doing, I think that could be a risk playing Kante, but that's obviously their risk. That's nothing to do with us. I think if they played Ross Barkley and Gjorgjievski and Kante, I'd still rate our midfield over that, if I'm being honest. I don't rate Gjorgjievski. I don't rate Ross Barkley. Kante, we know what we're going to get with Kante, but the man for me is Eden Hazard. If we stop Eden Hazard, we have got a massive, massive chance to win that game, because if he turns it on, we're not going to be able to stop him. Let's be real. If he fancies it, no player in the world can stop him when he's really on it. We've seen that over the years. I don't think he's. I don't rate him as highly as some Chelsea fans do, like he's the third best player in the world and all that rubbish. But I do think that Eden Hazard up against Maitland-Niles is going to be a massive test for Maitland-Niles. And he struggled against Guedes in the 2 games against Valencia. So he's going to have to be on it, and he's going to have to hope that the 3 at the back, if it is a 3 at the back, protect him, help him, and make sure that we don't let Hazard run riot. So the McManus, thank you for your donation, mate. Really enjoy your videos, mate. We'll be watching the game and have your watch along on in the background. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, mate. I'm not sure who I'm doing it with right now. I think it may be Kenny, Kenny Ken. I think there may be a couple of others, but I don't know who they're going to be right now. So we'll obviously find out later in the week, next week. Nearly 450 people watching. Please put a like on the video. Not even 100 likes. Let's answer some of these questions for 10 minutes. But before I do that, I do think we will beat Chelsea. I think it's going to be difficult because, like, you know, Chelsea, when we played them at the Bridge, we were early into Emery's era and his reign, and I thought we absolutely ripped them apart at times, but we ultimately lost the game. At the Emirates, they played Hazard up front, which was a massive, massive mistake. They should have played Giroud or Morata. They didn't, although I think Morata might have been gone by then. Why are you not going to the game? Because I ain't got £2.5 grand available to me. Well, I have, but I can't justify spending that on a football match, mate. Especially when I've got a mortgage and a daughter and a missus. Sarri doesn't do tactics. Do you know what, Marble Halls, right? It's actually interesting, right? Because Sarri don't even know whether he's going to be there after the game. The players don't know whether he's going to be there. Do they know whether, you know, they're going to get their transfer ban uplifted, because they're still trying to fight that? Do they know if Hazard's going? You know, all these little things. Everyone talks about Arsenal with the Mickey thing and stuff like that, you know, and the fans and all this not being able to get there. But at the same time, Chelsea have got just as much problems as we have. And, you know, I just look at it and think that, you know, it is a 50-50 game. Let's not kid ourselves, right? Chelsea finished 3rd, unbelievably. But it is a 50-50 game. And if we don't turn up how we have against Napoli and Valencia, Chelsea will win. Let's be real. But if we do turn up with them 2 up front that we've got, it's game over for them. I don't think Rudiger's going to make the final either. So who could their centre-back pairing be? David Luiz? Well, he could either be absolutely world-class or an absolute liability. So I think we'll win. I think we'll win 3-1. I think we'll do them. What do we think of Tottenham? We think they're shit at Bonner. Should we start Czech or Leno, says Hugh. Do you know what, right? I'd love to start Leno in the final, if I'm being honest, but we all know Czech's going to start. I don't think that, you know, the meltdown around the story of him going back to Chelsea, none of your news is on Sky Sports. Mate, Sky Sports take their news from Twitter. I wouldn't listen to Sky Sports, mate. But yeah, I think Czech will start the game. So I don't know. I don't buy into the fact that he's going to throw the game and he's going to, you know, have a mare. But if he does have a mare, then there's a window of opportunity for people to say, well, hang on a minute, should we have played this guy? But I don't know. Listen, at the end of the day, for me, you play your best team and he ain't part of that. But we all know he's going to play. He's professional enough to know that he could go out with a bang with a trophy, a European trophy. J Rob, thank you for your donation, mate. Lee, your subscriptions are going up all the time, lad. Thank you, mate. Yeah, it's going pretty well, if I'm being honest. 6 months in and we're nearly on 16k, so thank you. And the views are mad. As for my transfer videos, the guy was talking about a minute ago, mate, I don't claim to have any inside knowledge for anyone who's asking. I just read reports, check our transfer news, and then make a video about it. So, you know, I then give my opinion on whether I think we should do it, whether it'll happen, and that's it really. I don't claim to be an insider or anything like that, because I ain't. I know about as much as you lot, but I just put my videos there. Do you agree that Kante has had a better career than Eden Hazard? Kante better overall, says the truth. Well, yeah, he's won a World Cup, isn't he? So he's won a Premier League with 2 different teams. Yeah, you'd have to say Kante has had a better career. What do you do for work? I get asked this every day as well. I do door-to-door for double glazed windows, harass people, which is probably why I don't shut up talking on this. Who would you pick as your future captain, says Fortnite God? I'd go with either Laka or Socrates. Long-term Laka, short-term Socrates, because obviously he's getting on, he ain't going to be here for so long now. How many subs did your channel have? The PT. This channel that I'm on now? It's on about 15 and a half, I think. Jan, I think VP's donations are for you and Chig to donate for the amount of times you said the previous managers' names. Pablo Armar, what do you think of Brexit? Couldn't care less, mate. Ain't interested in it. They're all corrupt. I don't vote. Ain't interested in any of it. Do you think English clubs will dominate for the next few years, says Omar? I think they will. I think they will. And the fact that Man City ain't even been a part of it either, in Europe, is testament to the fighting spirit of Tottenham. Let's be real, yeah. They were down and out, 30 minutes to go, and look at what they've done coming back. So fair play to them, I suppose. Let's just hope they don't win it. Liverpool have got a mad front three, and they've got the workhorses behind that to allow that front three. So, you know, back-to-back Champions League finals, wow. As for Arsenal and Chelsea, we were the best 2 teams in the competition, which is why we've got there. No matter what you think of Emery, no matter what you think of some of our players, no matter what Chelsea think of Sarri and some of their players, the 2 best teams have arrived in the final. So, you know, whether you could say the same about the Champions League, who knows? But both of them overturned mad defeats and deficits. So if either of them win it, I suppose you just got to say they deserve it, whether it's Tottenham or not. You just got to hold your hands up and say, look, we're going to get abused for the rest of our lives if they win it. But it is what it is, isn't it? If the Spurs win the Champions League, I need to move to Mars with a goon. I'll come with you, mate, because I think every Arsenal fan's social media careers will be dead. If they win the final, are they the kings of North London, says the truth. No, they're not. But they would have done what we couldn't do. And with a new stadium, with no budget, not brought a player for nearly 2 seasons. Listen, as much as it pains me to say it, if they do win it, you just got to hold your hands up and take the L. You just got to take it, and you know you're going to get abused by every single Spurs fan. You can't even banter them. Can't even banter them until we win it twice. So the fact that we're even in this position is a great shame, but be careful what you wish for, we were told. Well, I didn't wish for this. Doing great with the videos, Lee. Keep it up. Thank you, Ryan. Remember, they've only won 2 titles. Exactly. Tomorrow evening as well, by the way, 7 o'clock, I think it is, me and Guna Eagle Eye, big up himself, he's in the chat room, big up Chig. Scroll back to his comment, Guna Eagle Eye's comment, go subscribe to his channel, get him up to 5k subs, he's not far away. But tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, we will be doing a live stream, doing a preview and a look ahead towards the final, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Liverpool will beat them by 3. Somebody sent me a text earlier, actually. Big up my mate Paul for that. Liverpool's postcode, I think, is L4OTH. Read that back. L4 OTH. 4-0 Liverpool Tottenham Hotspur. Imagine if that actually happened. I actually do think Liverpool will win it. I think it's written that they win it after what happened last season in the Champions League final. I do think they'll win it. Great content, mate. Thank you, the Doodle Guy Gamer. Right, let's do 5 minutes worth of questions, and then I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my evening. There won't be no 9 o'clock video tonight, but I will be back with the 9 o'clock vids as of tomorrow. Just going to have a couple of days of chilling out. I've worked my backside off recently, so... what was the best free kick you ever saw, says Hans Kendall. Roberto Carlos, Brazil against France. That free kick was mad. Ishmael Assar or Ziyech, says Hey Chicken. Ziyech for me. Marble Halls TV. Son is the scum's major threat. No way Kane is 100% fit for that. I agree, mate. I actually think Son is quality, man. He is the one player out of their team where I'd go, do you know what? I'd take him in a heartbeat because I think he's got everything. Omar Fum Year 10 says Salah or Sterling. Oh, wow. That's a tough one, man. I'd say Sterling, but that is close. But I think Sterling's got more about his game than Salah. I think Sterling under Pep has just been ridiculous, unbelievable. But saying that, so has Salah. You know, you can't knock the goals that Salah scored, but I think Sterling for me. What am I going to do for the rest of the day, says Anonymous123. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the evening. I'm going to have a few more buds, and I'm going to chill out. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. What do you think of Golovkin? Where's that question gone? It's gone. What do I think of Golovkin? I can't... there it is. P1TT. I was shocked when he went to Monaco, if I'm being honest. Premier League teams were looking at him. Arsenal, Man United, they were looking at him. Chelsea, I think, as well. I think Chelsea were close to getting that done as well. But I would have took him at Arsenal. I see him score a banger of a free kick against us at the Emirates. But yeah, I would have took him. So yeah, I'd take him, man. I'd take him. Would you keep Granit Xhaka? Bob's your uncle. No, I'd get rid. Ved Hamph Rafford, do you remember me, Lee? Yes, I do, bruv. How are you doing? All right, let's do a couple more minutes. How much would you pay for Tillemans? 30, 28, 30. Do you rate Fekir? Says Clark. I do, and you'd have that link up with Lacazette as well. Triple G would be better. Yeah, he's the real Golovkin. Is Lee heading to Baku? Unfortunately not, mate. Unfortunately not. I'm actually gutted I'm not going, because all season I've said if we get there I'm going, but I can't justify doing over £2,000 on a game, man. Got too many bills to pay. What do you miss most about Arsenal's history? Says Isha Banton. I hope I've pronounced your name right, mate. Do you know what? It's funny, actually. Big up my mate Ken, Red Ken on Twitter. He actually put a tweet out yesterday about the... he actually put the screenshot of the old badge. That's what I miss about Arsenal's history, the old badge with the Victoria Concordia crescent. The cannon facing the right way instead of the wrong way, which it does now. But obviously they had to drop out all the Latin that was on the badge because it didn't appeal to the global appeal of the club, because I can't remember exactly word for word what it said now, but it was in God We Trust, which was written in Latin on the badge as well. And then obviously victory through harmony. So they had to do away with that to open it up to a global fan base, because obviously not a global fan base all believe in God. So they all believe in a different, depending on what faith they are. So I kind of get why they got rid of the badge, but for me that badge was legendary, iconic, especially on the Adidas kits back in the day. So yeah, that's probably the thing I miss most. Obviously Highbury as well, that goes without saying though. But Ozil or Ericsson? bruv, answer it, says Rushil Shah. Ericsson in a heartbeat, mate. He's miles better than Ozil. I'm about to get stung by a wasp. What do you think to Wenger refusing to talk about Arsenal, says Brandon. I don't know. I ain't seen that. If I open my mouth about Wenger, I get abused, bruv. So, you know, you're not allowed to have an opinion unless it's an opinion that agrees with everyone else. Do you rate Sarr? Yes, not as highly as 70 million quid. I don't think he's worth anywhere near that, or 40 million or anything. Good player, but I think I'd rather go for Lozano. Isco to Arsenal, says Tammay. Yes, all day long, mate. Absolute baller. Who to sign at left back, says GRRY Adams. Tierney, Chilwell, either of them. Favourite beer, Moretti, says Ewan. Did you rate Rami Shaban? No, I didn't, John. Would you have rather stayed at Highbury as good, or moved to the Emirates as we are now? I would have rather stayed at Highbury, Chucky. I think Chelsea have proved that you can stay. I know they've got an owner that pumped billions in to start off with, but I think that you can still get these mega deals in a smaller ground. I still think you can. Listen, match day revenue, yes, it helps massively. But Chelsea's match day revenue, they still make a lot of money. They're still making more money annually than Arsenal. And they've actually spent less than us in the last 4 seasons. Have you ever bund a spliff with troops, Ewan? Funny enough, I actually have. I think it was Doncaster or Norwich in the League Cup game. Yeah, I did, man. I did. Yeah, I did. Big up everyone in the live stream and in the chat. 500 people watching live. I'm going to go to 30 minutes, so another 3 minutes of questions. Please slap a like on the video. Not even 200 likes. Let's get it up to 300 ASAP. Tierney's had a poor season. Do you know what? He's been injured as well, I think. So, problem is with Chilwell, he's on a mad contract. It's like 6-year contract or something stupid. So yeah, man. Who's had a better season, Emery or Sarri? You'd have to say Sarri. 3rd in the table, League Cup final, Europa League final. You'd have to say Sarri. Although on the flip side of that, Emery inherited a bigger mess than Sarri did at Chelsea. So I don't know. If we come out and win the Europa League, then Sarri can take a back seat, and Emery's had a better season. But you know, to have a lot of Chelsea fans up against Sarri all season, you know, I think he's done reasonably well with them. Although Abramovich probably don't agree. Guam G, bun that weed. Jack, that was the first and last time I've done it in about 15 years, mate. I won't be doing it again. Countro Skrilla. I hope I've pronounced. My pronunciations are dead. But thank you for your donation, mate. If we win the final and get Champions League, what are your expectations for next year? With signings, what can we achieve next season versus if we lose the final and do not get Champions League? I think that it's a great question to start off with, but I think that if we get Champions League next season, I'd hope and expect us to get out the group, no matter who we get in the group. I think that we have to get top 4 regardless of whether we're in Champions League or not. We have to go and get top 4 regardless next season. I think that Emery needs to be backed. I think he needs to get rid of some of the players in the squad. I think he knows which players we're going to get rid of. I think the club know, and I think they're actively trying to do that. So yeah, I think that top 4 is a must regardless. If we're in the Europa, I expect us to get to the semi-finals at least next season. If we're in the Champions League, I expect at least round of 16. So, but again, thank you, mate. Nick Phillips, enjoy your day, mate. All the best. Thank you for your donation as well, buddy. Right, I'm going to wrap this stream up. I'm going to answer 2 more questions before I do. Ince 1994, love your channel, bud. Ozil or Payet? Do you know what? Payet's a baller, man, but I think Ozil's better. Let's answer one more question. Oh, Count Roshkula. Sorry, mate. Sorry. I told you my pronunciations are dead, mate. Right, here we go. Last question. Lord Beerus, thank you very much. Thank you to everyone of the 500 odd in the chat as well and in watching. Lord Beerus says, what do you think of Unai Emery taking a risk on Mtiti? Nah, not worth it in my opinion. He's had an ongoing battle with Barcelona this season. They wanted him to have an operation to sort his knee out. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to go into gym sessions and try and build himself up and let it heal naturally, which is good because it could come back stronger. But at the same time, I think they're now actually going to have an operation. Not for me. It's too big a risk for 53 million quid, which is reportedly what he's going to go for. Yes, if he stays fit, you've got an absolute baller for the next 5, 6, 7 years. But 53 million quid, I'd rather take a punt on Lewis Dunk, Connor Cody, Harry Maguire, lesser players in terms of ability and quality, but they've proven they can do well in this league and they ain't as injury prone as him. And it's not the first time he's had that injury. So yeah, there we go. Thank you to every one of the 500 odd that watched the stream. Appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow morning with my daily transfer update. Thank you to everyone who's put a like on the video. Please stick some more on before you leave. And thank you to every one of you that has donated. I really appreciate it. So till tomorrow.